In our latest flash briefing, we'll be interviewing Dr. José Luis Maccarone, a former United Nations diplomat. We'll discuss the role that marketing can play in fighting climate change.
Welcome back from vacation, Ana. It's good to have you back. Yes, we'll be calling José Luis in just a moment. Before joining us, Dr. Maccarone worked for 6 years as a UN focal point, meaning he negotiated on behalf of the Argentinian Ministry of Environmental Affairs. Now, as our senior consultant on sustainability, he'll speak about the key role innovators and marketers can play at this critical juncture in history. A very warm welcome, José Luis.
Thank you very much, Paul.
The following content is brought to you by Derby Hotels Collection. Luxury experiences in Paris, London, Barcelona, and Madrid. Enjoy a special 10% discount with the code BVAlexa at derbyhotels.com.
We're especially interested in talking with you after this summer's Amazonian rainforest fires. The crisis has made climate change more urgent than ever before. Millions of people around the world want to do something to help, yet there seems to be a huge disconnect between citizens and governments. Why is this? What do you think is the main problem?
This is a very good question, Paul. I think the main problem in this situation, apart from the fact of the climate change itself, is the lack of communication, of the poor communication between the public sector to the private sectors and to the population of the countries. I think that there are many good things, many really good actions that governments and also private sectors are taking, are really in fighting against climate change, but population really don't know about that. So I think that the main problem is the fact of a poor and the lack of communication between different actors and different sectors.
As you know, we focus on European marketing and innovation in this flash briefing. From across the continent, we've seen some very interesting campaigns using storytelling, social media, or tech such as VR to move people to action. In France, one group actually produced a real wine called Bordeaux 2050, and it tastes horrible. And that's because they wanted to show how climate change might destroy the entire French wine industry by 2050, unless we all finally do something. So are people, especially young people, more receptive to advertising campaigns than to official government programs, in your opinion?
Well, new generation, of course, is more aware about climate change, about sustainability issues. I think if we don't advertise, if we don't talking about from public and private sectors, both, if we don't really line up our strategies, our politics, our plans towards sustainability in all areas, we will really lose not only the attention, but the investment and the consume of the new generation, because now just a 5 or 6 little boy or girl, your old girl boy, just knows that they have to recycle, that what happens with the water, with the seas, with the plastic, with the climate change, with the storms, and with drought. They really know. I mean, I'm 50 years old, and when I was 10, we didn't know anything about that. So we are now living in this scenario, okay, where new generations are just open to take our place in the future, in a very near future, and they are going to be the ones who are going to really manage all this inheritance. So I think right now we have to facilitate them to take all the stones from the streets or the ways in order for them to facilitate, implement, and attack more maybe aggressively and directly towards the solutions about this issue. So that is why I insist again that communication and simple and deep communication to this complex problem is the real key.
As a former United Nations diplomat, how can innovators and marketing professionals help the UN and other bodies who are fighting climate change?
Well, in addition to that, I think we can help them in a creativity way to tell their story well. Because today's, intelligent marketing experts can really help them with a strategy and very practically segment their campaigns very well in order to reach, the right target groups. So thinking about the right ones, who are them? I think those profiles of people who really want to actively help, in a way like mobilizing them to action, and then in an exponential way expand that message. With their help, really, it's possible to reach millions of other concerned citizens. So that's mixture of actors, mixture of strategies and plans and contexts, putting all together, really we can impact with the right message, telling the story, as I said, telling the story well in order to make the people really get concerned and aware about what's going on, and really create positive responses in order to multiply this message to reach, as I say, other people.
We're grateful for these very practical ideas. Gracias, Jose. And just a quick note for our listeners, we'll be back again very soon with more innovation in European marketing on our Alexa Flash Briefing. I also hope that you'll be sure to join us at the blog at blog.bevirtual.com. Look for the Alexa section, and that's where you'll find many of the resources, not only for this particular episode, but for all of the previous episodes. So goodbye and talk again soon.
This flash briefing is brought to you several times a month by Barcelona Virtual, a European internet pioneer. To visit us, type the letter B together with virtual.com. That's bvirtual.com.